What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we're here for the Manchester City transfer update number 12. There's quite a couple of new players in here. We've got plenty to get through. So before we crack on with the video quickly, I just want to say that we're aiming for 1,000 subscribers. So if you're enjoying the content, daily Man City transfer videos, transfer updates, then please don't forget to subscribe. Notifications on. With all that being said and done, we'll get on with the video. So we'll start with the ins, and first up, we've been linked with Frenkie De Jong of Ajax. Now, apparently, Pep, he's interested in him. Pep wants De Jong at Manchester City, and because that's come out, Barcelona have stepped up their interest. They've deemed that because Pep gives the approval for him to be good enough for Man City, that he is good enough for top European football, and he's therefore good enough for them. So they're interested too. Barcelona are thought to be ahead of Man City in that pecking order, by the way. That's according to Dutch sources, if you believe that. But something to keep an eye on, I suppose. Next up, it's what everyone's talking about again. It's Jorginho. And like I said, day by day things change. We get positive news, then it cools a little bit, then we get more positive news, then it cools. Well, yesterday we had some positive news, so today, naturally, it cooled. And it comes from Jorginho's agent. He has said that Manchester City, him and Napoli, they're still working on a deal, but said that anything can happen. He's also said that Jorginho, what he said last week was that he'd be extremely upset if Napoli don't try and work on this deal and try and get him to go to Manchester City, because he don't want to pass up this wonderful opportunity. He's now, his agent, saying that he's actually really settled in Naples, and if he wants to stay, then he'll stay. And he's more than happy that if a deal doesn't go through, he's more than happy to still be playing for Napoli and happy being in Naples, which, you know, pretty much common sense there. He's also said that he doesn't want, that Jorginho does not want to miss the opportunity to go to Manchester City and work with Pep Guardiola. That's a pulling factor of having Pep as your manager. So there we go. That's something to keep an eye on. We've had more news though. Sources in Italy have said that Zinchenko should not or will not be part of this deal for Jorginho. So it's literally just going to be cash and add-ons, you would think. We've still not had a breakthrough yet. We still don't have any news on that. Hopefully tomorrow. Well, like I said, was hoping to hear yesterday of news. Maybe it's going to take a day or so to filter through as to what Napoli think of Manchester City's offer. Hopefully we'll have news on that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Next up, it's Justin Kluivert. If you remember, we covered him, I think, last week. Manchester City were linked. However, he's set to sign today for AS Roma for £15 million. So there's one we can scratch off a list that we won't be signing one for the future or one for our current first team. Now, quite a strange one, this one. This is a lad called Lucas Paqueta. I hope I'm saying his name right. Now, he's a new face. Unreliable sources from Brazil have been saying that Manchester City want the Flamengo 20-year-old midfielder. These are the same sources that said that Neymar was going to PSG last season. So they was correct with that. It's one of those no smoke without fire type things. Now, the Flamengo fans are really unhappy. He's getting linked with a £20 million move. Apparently, this source was saying that they won't accept anything other than his release clause, which is £40 million, and Man City are willing to pay that. Whether you believe them or not is another matter, but it sounds like another Brazilian Wonderkid we're getting linked with. The Flamengo fans, when I've been reading through and translating them from Portuguese, they look gutted to lose him. He's a really good player. They want the full money, and what they want also is a similar type of deal what happened with Jesus. If we do sign him, we sign him and then loan him to them to stay until the end of their season. That could happen. We'll keep an eye on that one. It's something new, something interesting. And last but not least in the news is Kovacic, the Bosnian, I think he is, player. Now, Juventus are showing a lot of interest in him. Now, they made a bid last year of around £70 million. It was rejected by Real Madrid. Zidane was a big fan. However, Real Madrid's not got a new manager as of yet, and Kovacic is down in the order, so it probably will be available to sell as long as the right deal comes in. Seems Juventus have moved ahead of us in that line. I would now knock Kovacic down to third option for Man City to consider, because Juventus are taking this very serious. I'd say that Jorginho obviously is our main man that we're after, and then Jean-Michel Seri is the next one. We'll get to Jean-Michel Seri in a second. We've got one bit of contract news that's come out this morning as well. According to Sky Sports, Man City have been in negotiations for the last couple of weeks with Raheem Sterling and his agent to try and get him to a new deal. Apparently, they're miles apart on a wage structure, and talks are no longer taking place, and they're going to go back to them on a later date. Now, what do you make of that one? Leave that in the comments below. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, you're welcome to disagree. I'd say that Man City are doing the right thing in walking away. We're set to sign Riyad Mahrez very soon. there's going to be a lot of competition. We're going to have at least 4 wide players and 6 attackers in the Man City squad. There's plenty of competition there for Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling's had a solid season last season. He's got the World Cup coming up, and he's got another season to go with Manchester City where he can have another solid season. And if he builds on that and gets even better, then I'd consider him one of Man City's main players, and I'd put him on that wage to replicate that. So we're talking the likes of David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Kun Aguero, the wages that they're on, which is into the high hundreds, into the £200,000 per week. I presume that's what Raheem Sterling's looking for. So we'll have to wait and see. For me, if you could show it again next season when all the competition's there and the squad's complete and he's still getting the starting 11, he's still scoring goals, he's still getting assists, and he's still being one of Man City's best players, absolutely, then he has to be regarded as that. So I'd say Man City have given themselves time here, so I do, rather than just buckle and give him the wage, then if he has an unimpressive season, then all of a sudden you're looking at yourself, you've got a player on high wage that isn't performing. You don't want that. So, like I said, time is playing friendly here to Manchester City. We've got no outs at the moment in regards to Manchester City. Got a couple of bits of news though that will be of interest. First up, I said yesterday that Man City leaked that Vieira on the website was going to OGC Nice. That has now officially been confirmed by everyone. So Vieira is now the new manager there. And in response to that, Man City have sent the Pep's right-hand man, Dominic Torrent, and he's been sent to New York City Football Club, so he's going to have his first managerial post. So Pep's going to need a new right-hand man, he's going to need a new assistant. I'm thinking that Mikel Arteta would make the logical sense to be that, but will we go for someone else? We'll have to wait and see. But with Vieira now being the manager of Nice, does that mean now that this £36 million deal that's been touted for Jean-Michel Seri might be a little bit more straightforward? We do have very good relations with Patrick Vieira, and Vieira has very good relations with Man City and the City Football Group. We'll have to wait and see on that. Things are starting to spice up a little bit. Things are starting to get very interesting. So I'm looking forward to doing tomorrow's one. We'll see what more news we have. Like I said, if you are interested, don't forget to subscribe. Notifications on. We're aiming for 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, we can hit that very, very soon. So any help towards that would be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up so I know you're enjoying the video. And also don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my social media, my Twitter, where I keep you up to date with all things Man City, where all my sources are coming from. I retweet a lot of information. You can go check that out on my Twitter. Link to that's in the description below. You can go and follow me on there, or you can go and follow me on Instagram if you're interested too. I'll also leave my email if anyone wants to send me any business enquiries. You can. I'm also going to leave my second channel and my brother's partner channel, Mixed, at the end of the video. You can go check them out, like and subscribe over there, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for another daily football Man City transfer update. So I'll see you then. It's been JSGC. I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.